Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. We are gaming again. We will be gaming. We finished Sonic 06 last week, and this week, well, did I finish it Monday? Yeah, I finished it Monday. I can't believe it. Home? Yes. And today we're going to be playing Sonic and the Secret Rings. Now this is like my copy. This is
Fish.
my copy from however long ago this is, but like you can tell because it's a bit messed up on the cover. There's a cash converter symbol there, and there's like random shit within like the plastic. It's really weird, but I will fix it one day. But today is not that day. But I am here to figure out how to play this game. So how about we just kind of like get straight into it, right? Let me just open it up on my Wii. I'm playing this on my Wii U, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I don't really know how to. I don't really know what to expect from this game, to be completely honest. But we'll see. So here we are. I need to get. Do I need a? Do I need a nunchuck? Okay, good.
Sega.
Sega. There's gonna be some weird like black bars for some reason. That's just how it's. Fuck. Okay. It's gonna have some weird black bars for whatever reason, but it's gonna hit, I think. Press the 2 button. Alright, wait, hold on. I'm gonna hit the 2 button. It's very loud. Is it very loud for you guys? It might just be me. Alright, I need to turn that down on my end. It's not loud for us yet? Okay. Well, we're taking on the quest to save the fading world of the Arabian Nights. And yes, Sky, you're right. There is like a full-scale minigame party mode. I can change game settings. I was right. Yes, you were right. I can change the aspect ratio in this game? Ooh, funky. I'm glad that this game has the ability to do that. Awesome. Alright, we're gaming. Adventure mode. Yeah, I don't have anything. There it is! I hear it! Listen to it! Hell yeah. Alright. The beginning of the end, lost prologue. We'll see how this goes. Paragraph 1. Tilt the Wii remote left and right and collect 50 rings. Oh no. Wait, what's status? There are stats. Alright, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even know if there's like a story to this game. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, I know there's story. At least it's spoken, so I don't have to speak it myself.
Boy, is it that late already? What time is it?
What are you grabbing, Sonic?
Huh?
That's a big fucking ring.
You are the
Oh.
blue hedgehog.
The blue hedgehog!
What
Oh my
the-
god. I love the storybook games.
Do not be alarmed. I am Shara, the genie of the ring. You know, like Aladdin in the magic.
You know, like,
think
that
I've
book?
What? You've got to be kidding me. It's the best story of all the Arabian Nights. Or at least the second best.
At
But
least the
that's besides
second.
point.
So what's the best
Please,
story of the Arabian
please.
Nights?
Hey, the page is blank.
Oh no.
Our world, the world of the Arabian Nights, is vanishing.
Vanishing.
Oh
But
no.
how?
This is the work of an incredibly evil spirit, the Eraser Jinn.
The fucking eraser.
Jinn?
Fucking hell.
Yes,
Eraser
he used
Jinn.
his evil magic to become even more powerful.
To become
He
even
could not
more
bear to
powerful.
simply remain in the book any longer.
No,
And
he's
so he has
apparently
begun to
not
set
in the book anymore.
inscriptions free, absorbing the power of the book itself.
The power of the book.
If our
What does this
world
mean?
ceases to exist, then not only will those stories be silenced forever, but the Eraser Jinn will then be unleashed into your
Oh,
world.
there he is. There he is.
That definitely sounds like trouble. But what do you want me to do?
I want you to stop him.
Fair enough.
You must stop the Eraser Djinn. Only
I will.
you,
Promise.
the blue hedgehog,
I'll try anyway.
can do it.
A blue
So this guy
hedgehog.
needs someone to put him in his place, does he? I suppose I can help out with that. It might even be fun.
It
But
might
this
even
is
be
all
fun.
just something out of a storybook, right? How am I supposed to do anything about that?
About
It's easy. You are my master, having called forth the genie of the ring. As such, I am able to grant your wishes.
Okay.
Simple wishes, at any rate. Bringing you into the world of the Arabian Nights is within my power.
What?
Why?
Inside that book?
Oh,
Now
She's dead.
please, place the ring on your finger.
oh my god.
Like this? Ouch! Hey, take it easy.
The
My
fucking noise of
apologies,
him
O
putting it
Master,
on.
But now the contract has been sealed.
Contract?
Oh my god.
Yes, as master of the ring, I am now bound to protect you. Now, rub the ring.
Oh.
Like this?
Oh, master of the ring, what is thy wish?
Achoo! Achoo! How about a handkerchief for starters? Make that a few.
Whoa! He's
Thanks.
covered in
You're a
handkerchiefs.
lifesaver. You see, I caught this cold yesterday and...
Please, be serious.
Okay. Thanks for the hankies, though.
Oh, please. Someone tell me that this isn't really happening.
What is going on?
All right, let's go. Take me to this world of the
Is that the
Arabian
reason why he
Nights.
sounds
As you wish.
like? Is it just like, oh yeah, I've got a
Quit it, will
cold,
you?
guys?
My name's Sonic. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
His name's
Very
Sonic.
well then, Sonic. The legendary hedgehog.
Not what I said, but okay.
Here we go, into the world of the Arabian Nights.
Okay,
This is happening.
now this is first class. Here we go.
Okay. Feels like I should be playing this with an nunchuck, but I'm playing this with just a normal sideways Wii remote. Oh my god, there I am! How do I play?
Tilting the Wii remote to the left and right will
Audio's
move you
good for
in
the
that
cutscene?
direction.
Okay. Is it just like an auto runner? Is this an auto runner? Oh my god, guys, I'm gaming. Oh my god, guys, I'm gaming. I did it! I love remembering. I did it. I got a bronze?
Just made it.
I just made it. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that. Oh yeah, there's like XP or whatever the fuck in this game. Why is there XP? Okay. How long is this game? The tutorial. Paragraph 2. Oh my fucking god. Use the charge jump move to reach the goal. Sure. Have fun with your tutorial. How long is this game? I can't believe this is an auto runner. Oh my god, I need to jump.
Press the 2 button and release to jump.
I am. Hell yeah, I know how to jump. I'm pressing the 2 button. What the fuck? It wasn't jumping.
Hold
Hello?
the 2 button down and you can jump higher.
Oh! This is weird. This is very weird. I did it. What a weird thing. Slow? I know I'm slow. I was learning. I'm learning how to play the game. Why is it released to jump? That's so weird. I don't know how I feel about release jumping. Not like you press the button and then hold it to jump higher. Instead, you press the button and hold it. Oh, I bet I could get a medal for this actually. Hold on. I gotta lock the fuck in. Lock the fuck in.
3, 2, 1, go!
I bet you have to select each mission each time.
Press
Yeah.
the 2
I
button
literally
to
released
jump.
it! Did you see me release it?
Hold the
Alright,
2
I'm
button
locking in.
down and you can jump higher.
I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I'm locked the fuck in. Do I get a medal for that?
Just made it.
I just made it. Is there like better medals or something? Or is that just it? Is it just a medal? I'm not gonna get every single medal. There's no fucking way. Alright, use jump dash to reach the goal. Yes, I wanted to learn how to do the jump dash. There's better ones, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know how to get those yet. I've been told how to jump. I've been told how to move.
2, 1.
I could have assumed that jump dash. Oh my.
While jumping, quickly move the Wii remote forward to perform a jump dash.
What? Okay. That is such a weird fucking ability. I get it though. What the fuck is that shit? Oh fuck. Oh, I made it, never mind. What the hell? What is... Why do I have to push? Why do I have to push the Wii remote? Fish! This game confuses me with its control scheme. I'm glad I didn't remember the controls. Why the fuck is... Why do you have to motion to go forward? This is such a weird... What? Homing attacks? Enemies? I hate this. What is a homing attack? Do I have to like dash into a enemy or something?
2, 1.
There's a reason why I
You
was
can
stuck
do
on
a
this
homing
shit.
attack while jumping when the lock-on mark appears. There's the symbol.
Oh, the cameras. What do you mean jumping? You mean dashing? I think it meant dashing, not jumping. That makes more sense. Alright, I am kind of gaming. Oh. I did something. Still don't know what I'm doing exactly. Die! This feels so much better than, Okay, I believe that was the mission I got stuck on as a kid. I want to believe that was the mission I got stuck on as a kid. This game's fucked. This game does not have an intuitive control scheme. Use proper braking? What do you mean proper braking to reach the goal? Why would I don't know. What the fuck do you mean proper braking?
1, go!
Press the 1 button to brake.
Right. I was braking. You saw me braking.
Press the 1 button to brake.
You saw me braking. Can I make it? I gotta wait. What the fuck is this shit? Go. Alright, we're winning. I'm like naturally moving it forward to like see if that speeds it up.
Just made it.
I don't think it does. How do you speed this fucker up? God, this is gonna suck. I know it doesn't speed it up, but I'm like naturally doing it because that's how like normal games function. Use back moves. What the fuck is a back move? Well, I'm about to learn. But what the fuck is this shit? I love that there's like, there's so many moves that they have to put in like a mission every like time.
1.
All right, is it just
Keep the Wii remote tilted back toward yourself to back up.
I got it. There we go. I figured it out. Go the fuck back. I had to like rotate it like a whole way.
No problem.
I was like, I have it holding like this, and I was going like that, and it wasn't going backwards. So I was like, why isn't it? Why don't it go back? Oh, this is gonna suck. Use 10 small jumps to reach the goal. I feel like I did this one, actually. No, like I did that last one. So maybe this was the mission that I got stuck on? I know I got stuck on a tutorial mission. That's all I did.
2, 1, go!
I'm trying to remember.
Quickly press and release the 2 button to do a small jump.
Oh, I did it. I'm doing it. Hell yeah. Look at me gaming. I did 11 of them. That was perfect, I think. I think that was like a perfect speedrun. Oh my god, a silver!
2. Easy.
Huh. Holy shit! Silver's in this game. I locked the fuck in. Alright, at least this isn't like a too difficult tutorial or anything. Use grinding to reach the goal. There's fucking grinding in this game. What do you mean there's grinding in this game?
Three, two, one, go!
How do I
You
grind?
can grind on places that have squared edges.
I jumped. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, I pressed the 2 button to go fast. Or not. What am I doing? What's going on? This is just like an auto segment. I'm trying to jump over these things. Sure. Okay, that's just auto segment. Kind of crazy. Alright.
No problem.
Why is it switching? You're slowing yourself down? I was trying to... I didn't know what I was doing. Skill points. Ring bonus adds additional rings to counter at game start. Oh, I unlocked a new world. Okay, that's good.
Okay, so who's this guy who's trying to
I
make
did
the
it. I
world
beat the
disappear again?
tutorial.
You mean the Eraser Djinn?
Yeah, that's right. Can you
What
take
the
me
fuck
to
is
him?
this?
There is no need.
He's here!
He's here!
No way. It's the Eraser. There he is. Look at this dude.
What's that all about? Talk about close shaves. Maybe you know where I can get my quill sharpened too?
Sonic, that's him.
Yeah, you
He's
said
the
that
evil
already.
Spirit who is striking the words of our world from the pages.
You must be that blue rat that just got added to the story.
Don't you know anything? I'm not
What
a
is this
rat.
dude's
I'm a
voice?
hedgehog.
I am Eraser Djinn.
His
I
voice
am
is
the
not
one
very
who
cool.
shall carve
Very
up
funny.
This world as I see fit.
I love it, actually.
Yeah, well, if
It
you're
doesn't
gonna
fit
do
him,
that,
but it's
can
very
you at least
funny.
Wait until I'm done reading it first.
Well, Sonic, you hadn't read it at all.
100 of the 1,001 nights have already been wiped clean.
What the fuck?
And soon the rest shall join them, night by night. And then, with the 7 world rings,
The secret
7 world
rings?
rings.
The secret
have
rings!
gathered the 7 world rings for me. Have you not, Shara, my dear?
Are you still going on about that? I told you those things don't even exist. And even if they did, I'd never give them to you.
Oh, wouldn't you, though? I suppose a suitable punishment is in order, then.
Look out!
Sonic!
Sonic just got fucking shot.
Aha!
The curse.
This is how judgment is dealt, is it?
The curse.
This should be interesting. You listening? Bring me the 7 world rings before the arrow of flame extinguishes.
Oh boy.
If you do not, your life.
You'll die. You'll die and you'll die and you'll die.
I think I shall collect the life of King Sharia.
The
I do
king
like his
is
voice,
the
but-
creator of the Arabian Nights and the main character of the story.
Oh my god, we
With
gotta
my
save
speed,
him.
We'll just have to make sure we get to him first.
Sonic, no. The flame in your heart means that you're going to die in 7 days. Alright, we're going to Sand Oasis. I've got to go for the goal. Alright, it's time. What the fuck? Skill rings? Sure. I can customize it. Okay. Sure. Okay! I don't think I ever knew what these were. They're skill rings, apparently. But we're in the Sand Oasis, baby! I don't know what that means. And it's just a fucking auto runner anyway.
1.
Hell yeah. Alright.
First, let's find the king's palace.
Hell yeah.
Yes, let's hurry.
Oh, I did it. Alright. I will say that it is a banger, right?
If you have at least 1 ring, you can get hit without being hurt.
Oh, really? What is that? I don't know what these are. What the fuck is this shit? This is a banger. What the hell? This is cool, but I don't know what these things do. Oh, a boost. Oh, I'm fast.
That pillar is being manipulated by magic. Look
Yeah,
out.
I'm looking out. This is banging. I jumped! I did it! Oh, I did the thing.
The razor's henchmen.
I'm doing the things! Alright, I'm locking the fuck in. I'm gonna get full 50 rings.
Sonic, you can get the pearl by defeating that spirit.
What pearl? How do I get off? How do I get off the wild ride? That's XP. Yeah, maybe. What's that? What did I just get? But what? I'm so confused. Learning how to switch rails would help? Yeah, I know. How do I do that? Oh, what a turnaround, Sonic. You're a legend. How do I switch rails? They didn't tell me. Oh, I got onto the rail. Yeah! Lean? They haven't told me shit. Jump.
Watch out! The red spirit can breathe fire.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
It's
You
a
just have
dead
to jump on
end.
them. I know that.
Whoops.
Are
time
you
to
sure?
Make a U-turn.
Oh. I think I'm doing really well. Maybe.
It should be cooler inside.
It should.
Doesn't quite look like it.
Hell yeah. Look at me go. What is that?
This
That was a red ring!
is a fire soul.
What? I didn't get it. Did I miss the fucking boost pads? Fuck, man. Let me on that shit. Oh, that is how you switch rails. I'm learning. Come on. Go faster, Sonic. I'm learning. I don't think I should be learning here. Oh, what
Move the Wii remote up and down to fly upwards.
do you mean by this? Oh,
Press the 2 button to get off of the plane.
I figured it out. Oh, a silver ring. No, my rings! Oh, I only lost like 20 at a time. Okay, I was like, what do I do?
Make sure to tilt the Wii remote side to side very carefully here.
Why? Why do I need to be very careful? Oh. This is still a banger. I'm just kind of... This is the game. I'm not doing anything important. You know? The music definitely makes it. The music is the only reason you'd play this game. Oh. Because why else would you play this game? Or nostalgia? No, nostalgia's kind of... I feel like you'd play this level if you had nostalgia for this game, and then you'd be like, nah, that's it. No more. Game's ass. Okay, Sonic. Nice showing off, buddy. Where do I... Oh, I was like, where do I finish? What did I just do? Is there not bitches up there? Oh my god, they spawned as I was saying. Basically, that's all my nostalgia of this level. Yeah. Hello, get on! Oh my god, silver ring. Oh, and a fire soul. I don't know what that means for me. I don't know what the fire souls do yet. I've got one though, which is cool. I didn't have one before now.
There it is. I see it.
Die. 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 Oh, the goal! I see it now. Oh yeah. Hear that shit? I'm off to the king's palace. I'm still confused. Ooh, I got a bronze.
Just made it.
Just made it. That it? I don't get to like figure out what any of that is. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm level 2. And I still don't know what the mini turbo. Quickly move the Wiimote forward when countdown is at 1 for a boost. Hey, that's pretty good. That sounds pretty epic. There's a couple new missions.
Where is he?
Hmm.
Are we too late?
Oh my god, there he is. It's Eggman!
What's Dr. Eggman doing here? Aha! I knew it! This is all another one of your schemes!
It's him!
What is the meaning of this? I am Shahryar, king of
Why
this
were you in a
land.
pot?
Eggman, what are you up to this
Eggman.
time?
Sonic, wait! You're making a mistake! This is him! This is King Shahryar!
Really?
That's wild.
Such insolence! Guards, seize this blue spiky thing at once!
Nobody knows what a
Where
fucking
are
hedgehog
your
is.
men, Your Highness?
Oh, that's right. Let me explain. When the evil spirit
Let me
appeared out of
explain.
nowhere, everyone turned and ran, and I was stuck having to hide in that jar.
That's very funny. What was that?
No! Help me!
See, is he got a fucking pterodactyl?
Well, well. Guess it's time for a
I
little
remember
action.
that. Does this motherfucker have a pterodactyl? The hell? What is like, what's the rest of this shit? You know? There's way more fucking things here. What is all this? Paragraph 17! Why can I go there? Die hard challenge. Don't get defeated. That's it? Just don't get defeated? Okay. What is that supposed to mean? Mini turbo. I'm gonna activate mini turbo. Alright. We're locking the fuck in. I don't know what this means. What does it mean, don't get defeated? What am I gonna be fighting like a boss or something? I don't even know how you would fight bosses in this game.
3, 2,
Anyway. Oh wait, the one button! Oh, I didn't. I tried pressing it. What's this? Why do I get this, like, right now? Why do I just get that? Pretty good, this game. Soundtrack, not the actual game. Alright, what's, like... Die. I hope you win. I also hope I win. I know why I know this area so well. Did you die a lot? Oh my! Fire soul! Oh, it's fine. I'm alive still. So these silver rings just give you bonus? Oh, I got a fire soul. Sonic. Sonic, go. Sonic! There we go. That was easy. I'm thinking all these levels of this area. All of Sand Oasis is. I did it. I got a fire soul. I missed like 2 of them or whatever the fuck, but I did get like 1 of them. Okay, what was the point of that mission though? You know, what was the point of that? Okay, why don't break the jar? Break 5 jars. I'm gonna break 5 jars. Find out how that goes. I don't remember how good I was, but I don't remember being past Sand Oasis at least. That worries me. Well, also the fact that I don't know what to expect from this game. Now I'm just breaking 5 jars. How do I find 5 jars? There's shit behind me. I go back. There was shit behind me. Did you guys see that? Look at this. Okay, never mind. I was a small child, to be fair. Yeah. How do I... Where do I find the jars to break? There's 1. Hell yeah. Alright, that doesn't seem too hard. I just gotta break 5 of these. Whoa. I just gotta break 5 jars. That seems pretty easy. I mean, probably not very... Like, this seems... At least the music's loud. Oh, wait, there's 5 jars right there! You fucking mind, dude. Oh, I did it. Get the fuck out of my way. Big fucking spiky balls of bullshit. Come on, buddy. Hey, I'm level 3. Attracts nearby pearls. Oh shit, those are the things. What do pearls do? I don't know. What do pearls fucking do? Collect rings. Collect 99 rings. Okay, what's the don't break the jar? Don't break the jar. 12 XP? Don't know. Oh, I need 4 for that? Fuck the mini turbo. I'm not using it. I think. Yeah, I'm not using the mini turbo right now. I just have to not break the jar, which I don't know what that means. Like, how do I not break the jar? I don't know how I'm not supposed to not break the jar. We'll find out. Is it just don't break any jars? Like, don't run into jars? Is that the idea? Is that the concept?
Are you ready? Sure.
No.
Let me show you just how fast I am.
Do you mean, are you ready? I'm very worried. Whoa. I don't want to be fast, Sonic, right now, because you've got bitches on your tail. I jumped! I'm pressing the button! Oh, it's fine, actually. I respawn here. I swear I was pressing the button. I also forgot that you have to, like, release instead. Go, 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 go. Alright, we're gaming. Where's the exit? Oh, are you fucking kidding? I was moving! How was I supposed to see that? Did you see that fucking thing?
3, 2,
I got... Oh my god. That's fucked up. That is very fucked up. How was I supposed to know that that was there? I want to know where I was in the mission. I feel like I was doing so well.
Shara, let me show
But
you
yeah,
just
it
how
is exactly what I
fast
thought it was. You know, you have to dodge all of the things. At least it should be that. All the missions in this game take like a minute, which is good, I think, in my opinion. Oh my god, I missed the fucking Fire Soul. Of course I did. This is bullshit. I missed the fucking red ring. Oh, I can't wait to play like Generations. Alright, this time I need to like slow the fuck down, Sonic. Because apparently you don't... Okay. I apparently don't know how to dodge fucking things. What the fuck? What the hell?
This stone is full of genie magic.
Please! I live. Woohoo! I did it! Hell yeah. Okay. 2 times technical bonus.
Just made it.
Alright, this game's pretty easy. All things considered. I'm level fucking 4. Turbo boost. Acceleration rate to top speed increases. That could be good. Oh, and I have a new world. Why do I have a new world? How long is this game? Oh my god, is that Tails? Oh my god, it's Tails.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was done for.
Tails?
Tails!
What are you doing here too?
Tails?
Who the fuck is Tails?
My name is Alibaba.
No fucking
Come
way
on,
it's
Tails.
Alibaba.
I know it's you.
I'm very sorry. He seems to have mistaken you for someone else.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still very grateful
This,
that you
I love
saved
that
me.
the
I'm
same
not
thing
very
happens in
strong,
Sonic and the
but I've
Black
still
Knight,
got
and
some
Sonic
tricks
is just
up my
like,
sleeve.
oh yeah, I know what to deal with
If you ever
now.
need my
I know
help
these
in
people
return,
aren't
it'll be the
real.
least I could do to repay
Or, you know, these people aren't my
Thank you.
friends, but they
If
look
something
like my
comes up, we'll be
friends
sure
because
to
we
call
wanted
you.
to save time on voice actors. And recognizable people. You know, we want recognition. This isn't Tails, this is Alibaba. Can you fucking imagine if this is somebody's first Sonic game, and they see Tails and all they think of is Alibaba now? What's the point of having, like, all of these missions if I'm not gonna play them? Like, now I'm going to Dinosaur Jungle. What's this game? Shut up. Follow the Pterosaur! What is a Pterosaur? Alright, we are Turbo Boost. We are active. I feel like this game is like one of those games that you would never play again. Like, you'd play once and you'd go, sure, this is how Sonic was supposed to be. Like, this is his first fucking Wii game. This seems like a great idea. We're in Dinosaur Jungle.
Whoa! Something's after us.
Oh boy.
They're Triceratops, and they're very...
Oh,
What did I do?
you ran in.
No, just run!
I ran into the wall. I dodged it.
Don't let them rush you with their horns.
I'm trying! Oh. Ow, asshole. What am I supposed to
Just
do?
don't give up.
Go! Go, Sonic!
Just get across the bridge up ahead. We should be okay.
How, is there a way to, like, change up the rotation? Okay, Sonic's fucking dead. Oh my god!
Close one.
Oh my god, I got my wish!
Sonic, can't you swim?
No.
Tilt the Wii remote left or right to change direction.
This is sick as hell. Why are there so many rings? I'm maxed out. Wait, this is sick, actually. I'm going this way. I don't know why.
You can use your homing attack on the balls that don't have
No, I fucking can't.
The road splits in two.
Fuck it. Why is this way like the way that they don't want you to
Use your
go?
homing attack on the balls that
Oyoyoing.
That is a treasure box. Open it up and see what's inside.
Do I get it? Because I opened it. Nothing happened. Do I not get it? There was a silver ring in there. I just hit a cactus. Do I not get that treasure ring or whatever the fuck it is?
Get on the catapult and tilt the Wii remote towards yourself. Quickly move it
Okay,
forward
that's
again
kinda
and launch
cool.
yourself off.
What am I doing? Sonic, what the fuck are you doing?
Look out below!
You're a fire soul. What is going on? Oh yeah, this fucking thing. Oh yeah, we fucking fly, baby. Oh god.
Maybe that flying pod can help us across
Feels
to the
very
other
weird
side.
to play. This feels like it shouldn't be a fucking Sonic game. Where am I going now?
Oops!
Dinosaur!
Whoa! Thanks!
Oh, friend. No, back up. Back up, back up. Bro, finish those 6? I did finish those 6! On Monday.
How many of these guys are there?
There's no end to them.
Hello, die, please. Oh, yay! I brought a dinosaur back. How you doing, Scott? I hate this game so much. I could see why you would hate this game. It's not... Where am I going? Sonic, where am I going? Okay. There's a lot of,
Those iron balls
funky
hit us.
shit.
We'll fall into the water.
This is one of those games that I have no idea how this is a game that got released.
Be careful, Sonic.
I'm fucking trying. I can't jump! Are you playing on Wii U? I am playing on Wii U.
If those iron balls hit us, we'll fall into the water.
Easiest way to get my capture card accepting a Wii signal.
Be careful, Sonic.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not going for that red soul or fire soul or whatever the fuck it is.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
What do you mean? Oh!
That sums it up.
Big fuck off dinosaur. Wait for it. Shimmy, shimmy. Alright. Where the fuck did this fucking thing come from? Hello, Sonic, jump, please.
Hey, look at its tail.
Woo! I fucking dodged that shit. That was awesome. Guys, I'm so good at this game.
He seems pretty hungry.
Then make sure he doesn't decide that you're a snack. If we lead him over the boulder, maybe we can break through the rock.
Hello. The Dino from Crossworld. Dear God, they brought him back.
Get on the catapult and take the
Oh,
Wii remote
fuck,
towards
what if...
yourself.
Why would I do that
Move
when
it
I could
forward
just do
again
whatever the
to
fuck
launch
that
yourself
was?
off.
I don't even know what I just did. Is the mission over yet? What the hell? Sonic, I don't know what's going on. I'm just on your fucking wild ride,
This
dude.
catapult looks like it works at a
Boy, are
different
you
angle
doing?
than the last.
Please. There we go. I had to figure out how to do it. Oh, I found the goal. It's up there. I gotta get up.
Just a little more, Sonic.
I get up. Hell yeah. That took me 5 fucking minutes. And it was a bronze medal for that? That fucking performance? Oh my god. That was so bad. Level 5. Wait, why do I now have a ring counter? Sonic Secret Rings haters are actually a band? What? Press the 2 button while moving back to backstep. Why do I get, like, moves that are unlockable that I have to put on a ring? Skill point and shit.
Spiky thing! Do
Spiky
something!
thing!
Save me!
Maybe. Oh, he's dead. He died. Never mind. He's alive.
How dare you? I am the king. Must you be so rude?
Sorry.
Your Highness, where did that spirit go?
Just as I feared. He's gone ahead to that castle. And it seems more minions are being assembled.
Castle?
There's
is
a
fucking
giant
going on?
fortress just ahead. It's a relic from an ancient kingdom.
Okay. Minions? Minions. Holy shit. Alright. I don't... How long is this game? How long is this game? I would love to know. There's like 7 secret rings or whatever the fuck, right? Like that's the whole point. The name of the game. Right? Is that what I'm thinking? Am I correct in thinking that? Silver. Oh shit, wait, hold on. My max ring is 61. How did that happen? Good luck. Have fun getting the true ending. I never bothered with that. Is it worth trying to get it? Probably not, right?
Oh no, this just isn't my day.
What happened? What happened? Is it just like beat every single mission? Is that it? Oh, it says that I've got the ring. That's awesome, actually. I'm assuming it would just be beat every mission. How was day? Was fun. I got to talk and hang out with friends. And hang out. It was nice. I enjoyed it. It was a shame you couldn't be there.
3, 2, 1.
Also, Scott, I don't know if you have or not, but please join the Discord server. It is important. Please. Alright, I am getting used to this game slowly, I think. So how long is this little segment? But I'm glad I don't need to go and do that fucking bullshit again. Oh, I'm speeding up. Oh, I'm speeding up. Oh, I'm speeding up. Alright, we're bowling. Oh my god, I almost died. Can I like do like a... I can. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Right? They're not good. Oh, I thought they were gonna just start like dropping shit on me. But no, I just gotta like do casual shit. Oh yeah, no, I found that's what I thought was gonna happen. But it's fine. Hello. Oh my god, that was scary. We're bowling. Not the fucking flower, please! Oh, I just ignore the flower. Fuck that thing. Ooh, I got the fire stone. Is it the same, like, place? I like Sonic could just dash. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, it stops. Thank you! Hee hee! What was the... Why did it... Okay. Oh god. What?! Oh fuck. No! 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 I was jumping! Oh, I pressed 1 by accident. Fuck. Man. Man. This is gonna suck. I can't even do like another stage. This is like the one I have to do. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can see why nobody wants to play this game, ever. Oh boy. Oh my god, there's a dinosaur behind me. I swear I was like attacking it too. Like I swear that I was like actually winning on that front. I don't know why it just didn't. How do I, like, stop this thing from moving? Because obviously, I don't have the momentum for this.
Oh no, this just isn't my day.
You see what I mean?
3, 2, 1.
I don't know how to, like, get ahead of the curve there. It's not like I can jump or anything in this segment. I can't do anything in this segment. Apart from just ride. Oh, wow, that worked better than I thought it would. Yay. Alright. Please. This isn't too bad, actually. This is pretty easy. I said that I almost fucking died. Oh, I'm gonna get max rings. Watch me. Yay. I got max fucking rings. Awesome. Alright, where are these dickheads? There they are. Die, please. I tried to kill that, like, plant thing. This fucking thing. There we go. I hit it that time. What did I even hit there? Like a rail, of course. Like, where was that? Alright, we're gaming. We're back at that part. We're back at the part that I was at before. I do like that they stop you from going crazy with it. I'm trying to jump, please. That's what I was trying to do before. I don't know why it didn't. And then I can jump here, attack that. Hell yeah. I don't know why I need these silver rings. I'm kind of gaming, to be honest. Hell yeah. Can I just skip everything? Ooh. Cactus. Cactus scary. Alright, awesome. We win. I did it that time. That was much easier than I thought it would be.
Just made it.
Just made it. Hell yeah. Level 6. I'm like... Fire step. Increased attack power granted to the back step. Fuck you mean attack power to the back step? I'm not ever doing a back step. What's the point of this game? Collect rings, rampage, defeat 10 enemies. I can do that. I think. Maybe. Is it like... Is there gonna be an enemy behind me? And I have to like back up and kill it with a back step? Probably. I would assume there would be. Okay, never mind. It's just a waterfall.
So, feel like going to pick some flowers?
What?
This is no time for goofing around.
Oh my god. Oh. Spring. Oh, the flowers are the villains. No!
Look out, Sonic!
Go back. Go back, Sonic. Go the fuck back. Why can't I... Why can I not kill this bitch? Hold on. There we go. Pew! Oh, let's do it again. Pew! Yahoo! Alright, I've killed one enemy. This is great. Okay, good. Ooh. I gotta like wait for it to lock the fuck back
It'll
on.
be tough to attack from that position.
Use the enemy's attack, Sonic!
We mean the enemy's attack. Oh my god, it's shaking all over my screen. Oh. How many enemies are in this mission?
Jump!
Okay!
Jump fucking where, dude? Hello? No, there was an enemy right there. You saw it. Go back! Go back! It's not going back. It didn't want to go back. Do I need the back step now? No, I don't. Did you? I swear I was trying to go back.
Attacks to get to the other side.
Oh, I respawned here. This is good. There we go. I can actually kill this dude now. I don't really understand why that didn't work the first time. Alright, back the fuck up, Sonic. What? I don't like the go back function of this game. Very bad.
Can use its attacks to get to the
Hello?
other side.
Okay, maybe I have to wait. I've never actually seen these things attack. This is so bad. This is such a bad fucking video game. Go back, Sonic. What the fuck is going on? Go the fuck backwards! Why ain't you going back, Sonic? I don't have the back step. This is a pain in the ass. Alright, bitch.
Maybe we can
Attack
use
me,
its attacks
dickhead.
to get to the other side.
Okay, that makes more sense. No. I didn't say you could do that. Okay, I know I'm fucked. Great, wonderful. I don't know how many, enemies there are left. Does that count as an enemy? Damn it. I've just got to find 5 enemies to kill. That should be fine, right? Hello? Go backwards, Sonic! Sonic is really not liking me today. Buddy. Please, dude. Okay. Alright, I'm winning. 3 guys that I have to kill. There's one. There they are. The last 2. That was terrible. What the fuck was that? Why did that take so fucking long? That was so bad.
No problem.
No problem? I'm pretty sure there was a problem, my guy. Level 7. Ground movements to left and right become smoother. That's good. I like that. That's pretty useful. How many fucking times do I have to play anything in this? Don't defeat enemies. Smash 5 genie eggs. What if I collect 99 rings? Alright, what can I do? Quick step's probably good. Back step is definitely good. I'm gonna save that. Seems like a good idea. I also don't know how to change these from, like... Is it just E for equip, or is it, like, E ranking or something? For the rings. Like, this ring is rank E because it's bad, and your starting ring... I don't know. I don't know anything. Oh my god, Sonic, move! Move, dude! Fuck. What the fuck is this dude? He's so bad. He's so stupid, man. I hope I don't have to do this the whole fucking time. Bruh. Oh, do I have to get 99 rings all together? Oh no. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't dinosaur me. There was a silver ring there. I'm missing every single ring ever. And we do this again. Ow. Ow. Hey, at least I don't lose rings for doing that. There we go. Whoo! Only took me a minute.
No problem.
That was terrible. That was awful. I hate that. Why do you have to do something like that? Evil. Nothing? I don't get anything for that? I have to do like a special or a stealth? What's the point of this? I'm so confused. I'm gonna smash 5 genie eggs, I guess. What does it mean by genie eggs? That's a really weird thing to say. The hell is a genie egg?
3, 2, 1, go!
Sure, we'll just, we'll go. Very slowly. Is that the fucking genie egg?
It's a spirit egg! Sonic, destroy it!
I'm fucking trying. There's a thing. How do I know where they are, though? Oh, I did it. Alright, was there one here? Yes, there was. Oh, I did the fire. I did the step thing. Oh, sick. I did the thing it asked me to do. Alright, how do I...
Tilt the Wii remote left or right to change direction.
Really? And then I fucking...
Move the Wii remote up and down to fly upwards.
I'm doing it, right? Why do I not get to do any of that shit? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going this way instead. What the fuck is going on? I just want to break some genie eggs.
Gotta make sure I dodge those iron balls.
I wanted that ring. How do I get that ring?
Hey, look! We have company.
Eraser's henchman!
No way. The eraser hinge.
Ha! That was a piece of cake.
Great
Was it?
job, Sonic!
I'm still missing 2 eggs. Back onto the fucking boat section. Boat segment. Boat segment. I'm going this way, apparently.
We've got our hands full.
Sonic,
What the fuck?
are you going to be okay?
Egg. I'll be fine. Alright, there's the last one. Do not. Sonic. Alright. We win. Alright, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Just made it.
Hell yeah. Just made it. Level 8. Fuck. Quick aerial movement. Oh, that's good. I like that. Aim big crossbow has been added to party mode. Sure.
Hey, look
Sure.
at that.
Oh shit.
It's another one of the 7 world rings.
What do you mean another one?
This power.
This must be what has driven the spirits mad.
What do you mean another one?
It is only recently that they have been behaving this way.
Well, I think I've had just about enough of this.
Are we collecting all of them?
Speaking of which, as Genie of the Ring, can I
What's
ask you for
going
a
on?
favor?
Oh,
Did we
Master,
get one already? Is
Your
the one on
wish
my
is
finger
my
the
command.
first one that I found or something?
Do you think you could take this judgment thing out of my chest for me?
Judgment!
Oh,
I am sorry.
hey, no worries. Cheer up.
Hmm?
Don't sweat it. Anyways, no adventure is fun if it's too easy, right? Although, it would have been nice if your magic did work. In any case.
If your
okay
magic
then,
did work.
Let's keep going.
Yes.
What's the point? So now I have 2 of the rings? Cool. I got a fucking... This reminds me of the, like, lozenge. I can't remember what they're called. But they're, like, all different colors. So I found a fucking ring. I don't know what that means. Get the pterosaur egg. When do I move on? So I want that quick air. That seems like a good idea. I guess. Maybe? I don't really know what's going on. Are there like certain missions that I have to do in order to like progress? Or is it just like a certain amount of missions? Wait, was that it there?
This is
A dinosaur egg? I can carry it using
I have
my
the
magic.
dinosaur egg. What do I do with it? Do I just take it to the end? Is that the idea? I just take this thing to the end? Oh shit. Is that what I'm supposed to do with this? Flap, please. Go higher! Higher! There we go. I figured it out. I figured which way I have to shake it. Game's really weird. Where am I going? I just have I've just got this egg following me. Where am I going with it? What's the idea? Am I back here? Why the fuck am I back here? Wait, do I have to hatch it or something? Oh, you're joking.
this is
Go the fuck back.
A dinosaur egg? I can carry it using
What
my
was the
magic.
point? This one's different colored. This one's got a green around it this time.
this must be a
Oh, there's nests everywhere.
Let's go find eggs that match the same shell pattern.
Ah! And then in order to fly, I have to do this, which is so weird. Okay, that makes more sense, that there's nests in everywhere. So I've got to find the right nest for this egg. But I just like loot, so I don't really get it. Oh my god, I almost did it again. Where am I going? Why am I doing this whole thing again? What's the point? How do I find something like this? I guess I'll go this way. Oh my god, another dinosaur egg. Did I just leave the other one behind?
If those iron balls hit us, we'll fall into the water.
I see that. What am I doing? What's the point here?
Is that all you spirits can do?
Stay on guard, Sonic. There are others to worry about.
Was that the nest for the green egg? Do I have to, like, put 4 of them away in the right spot? What is this shit?
Whoa! They're over here too?
Wait, that's the one from that's... I'm trying to go back, Sonic. Please, dude. Oh wait, shit, that's like the egg.
How many of these guys are there?
There's no end to them.
That's the egg that I know where it is.
That's one lap.
One down, more to go.
No, I don't want that. I want to keep this egg, because I know where to put it. What the fuck is this game? Why? Oh, jump, Sonic. Alright. Oh, there's one. More to go, apparently. What the fuck is this shit? Why is this a thing? I don't want to go to that one. What is this? What does that do to me? Just rings? Alright, I've got the star one. I wanted to go that way. Man. What is this fucking level? I know where that is. That's good. That's a good sign. I know where one is. I know the green spot one is there. Can I go, like, in a different direction? No. What if I go this way? Fucking with me? Sonic, please! What? 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 Where'd my guy go? Is it because I got hit? I'm not doing this stage. It seems like a waste of time. That seems like such a waste of time. Like, what the fuck was that? I'd only even found like 3 nests. Didn't know where the rest of them were. That was like the worst thing in history. Now I just need to not defeat enemies. If I do this one, do I unlock the new spot?
When the hoop gets smaller, move the Wii remote forward quickly. Keep trying, and you can break free.
What if I just dodge this dickhead? Okay, do you mind? Oh god. Oh! I'm just sick with it, actually. I need rings. Game is very janky. Ooh, I guess I'm going on a journey again. Slow! Go, I guess. Oh, I got to the goal. Wow, that was easy. Much easier than I thought it would be. What the fuck? It only took me a minute.
Easy.
Too easy. Does that mean I get to go to the next area? Yes! Finally, new world unlocked. So is it like the first 4 missions or something? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Well, I did 4 missions there. And then I did like a bunch of 5 missions. Who the fuck is Uhu? I'm not gonna pay attention. We're Evil Foundry. Evil Fortress of Flames. Head to the center. Seems like a plan. I'm genuinely curious, how long is this game? Because I don't know how far I am in the game, but I'm already on World 3.
3.
Alright.
2, 1.
Let's do this shit.
Is this a castle?
Oh shit, we got the banger!
But it's no ordinary castle.
Oh my god, the fucking banger.
Big guy.
Hello?
I've never
mind.
seen a spirit get that big.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's terrible. Hell yeah. I'm gaming. Oh my god, this is a banger. This is on my playlist, like, before the stream starts. What the fuck? Oh no, doors. Hell yeah. Alright. Can I get on these fucking things? There we go. Alright. Who's gonna fucking rock the place? There's a fucking robot! Oh, it's fine actually. Keep still. I need rings.
The air is so hot in here.
Really?
You're not gonna evaporate, are you, Shara?
Okay. What was I supposed to do about that? What the fuck did I just do? Give me all of your goodies. I just gotta head to the center.
You can strike the creature in the head from someplace higher up.
No, I fucking can't. I don't want to either.
When the hoop gets smaller, move the Wii remote forward quickly.
I didn't
Keep
make it.
trying, and you can break free.
Oh, what? No, I didn't want to. I didn't mean to do that time. There we go. Go, Sonic. I don't know where I'm going. Whoa! Whoa, dude! Calm down. Give me the XP. Oh boy. Please! I make those. Oh. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm in the roof. That could have been really bad. Who cares, though? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just on a wild ride right now. Explode. Fuck yeah. Alright. What does it want me to do here? Like, what is the point to that? Oh. I did the thing.
Sonic, look up!
Where? Oh, I'm looking up.
Going, Shara?
Fine. Sonic, please. Please do the thing. Oh my goodness. There are bitches here. I gotta kill them. Where the fuck am I? No. Alright, I kind of have to wait here. Alright. We're chill. We're chill. We're so chill. And by chill, I mean not at all. Oh my god. What?
No!
My fucking... Why'd it do that? Do I have to like wait for it to like 100% be very small? Well, wait, that was it. There we go. Go! Oh shit, I should have grabbed that, I think. Oh well.
You can use a homing attack on that machine.
Can I? Why? Oh, you are joking. Oh, that was sick. Do I not? Oh my goodness. Big ring. How nice of them.
You can use a
Hello?
homing attack on that machine.
It would be nice to do any sort of attacks when the button actually works.
Oh, no!
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Okay, there we go. I don't know why it took so long for that.
You can homing attack on that machine.
Die bricks. Hello? I'm like, what am I supposed to do if they fucking kill them all? That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah!
Alright, surely I'm close to the end, right? Or the center, whatever it is, right? Oh yeah, cool, thanks. Use the 1 button as necessary and move carefully here. Sure. What if I don't? What if I don't at all? Sometimes I forget I can use the 1 button to slow down. But I don't know if it's a good idea for a Sonic game to use that as... Oh! Use that as a control scheme? Why would I want to ever slow down in Sonic? Ooh, I got a bronze for that. I wasn't expecting to get a bronze for that. I'm level 9. Soul gauge. Soul is depleted in order to use speed, break, and time break. What? The fuck did that just say? What? Is that a new mechanic? Did they just drop a new mechanic on my fucking ass? The hell? So many new missions. Do I get... I was gonna say, please?
What's he doing here?
He's calling our spirits.
What's he doing here?
Spirits?
Oh no.
Come forth from the fiery depths of Jahannam, ye condemned by Iblis. He's
Iblis? Holy shit. Is this a boss fight?
That's...
It's a djinn that controls fire. It's called an Ifrit.
Okay.
I have already carved up half of the pages that make up this world.
If you've done half of the pages, does
Why
that
do you need
mean,
to call for the creature like that?
does it mean I'm halfway through the game?
I've decided to let the Ifrit burn whatever pages remain in the book. You, blue rat,
What's going on?
have you gathered the 7 rings yet?
I've got 1.
And enough of that rat stuff.
Got
Seriously,
1.
I'm a hedgehog. Hedgehog.
All you filthy vermin are worthless just the same. At any rate, you'd better hurry it up.
Dang.
With only
No.
half of the flame left,
Okay,
only half
there's-
of your
there's-
life force remains.
It's saying that I'm halfway through the game, right? Is that what it's saying? That I'm halfway through the game?
Hey,
Like, this is
you!
the halfway point?
Get out of our way!
Did you just win?
What the? That didn't work?
It's no use, Sonic.
It's no use!
Your life is tied to the flame. You cannot fight fire with fire.
Why not?
Oh yeah? Just watch me. Oh, this does not look good. Shara, lend me your power.
What's going on? Okay, yeah, you can apparently
Sorry,
use
but
time
we've
break.
gotta run. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll get the chance to play again real soon.
What's going on? What's happening? So there's 4 things left. And I've gone through 4. Is that it? Like, I have 1 of the rings. I don't really understand. This is the tutorial area, right? It's like Tenrix using back step. You think oh, wait, hold on. That's the tutorial area. Like shit like Sand Oasis, like one of these missions has one of the secret rings, right? Or one of the 7 world rings. I'd have to assume that that's what that means. Like each world has a ring, and then you have to do like the special challenges or whatever the fuck, like the ones at the bottom to get them. I don't really know, but I'm getting 99 rings in Sand Oasis apparently. What the fuck is that? There's a gauge on my screen now. Is that the shit that I get for, winning? Okay, yes, it is the pearls. The pearls are the use. That's good to know. Pearls are what I use for time break or whatever the fuck. I also don't know how to use them. I don't know how to use my ability. Let's go, Fire Soul. Slow the fuck down, Sonic. I just need 13 more rings. Oh hey, 13 more rings. That was easy. It only took me less than a minute. I'm assuming I'm gonna get a cutscene. Hey, I'm level 10. Oh, I can get 72 rings now as my max. All-rounder. Hard break. I'm just getting abilities. This is wonderful. No? I'm trying to assume that this is what I do. I don't really know. What is... who is Uthu, and how do I beat Bro to gold? I just want to find out where the rest of the rings are, because I'm assuming I've got to get all 7 before I beat the boss or something, right? And they're in each area. I feel like I definitely should have gotten a ring before I went and gotten the second ring.
2, 1.
What the fuck is that? Is that the guy I'm supposed to beat to the goal? Oh. Okay. Known as the Genie. Known for its speed. Well, bad news. I think I'm gonna lose. I still don't know how to use the time thing. Is it like a B button or something? Oh god, it's faster than me by a lot. How am I supposed to beat it in a race? It's so fast. It's ahead of me by so much. And apparently I missed that. Please. Right at the end, holy shit. How was I supposed to even try to beat that thing? That was so quick. And I got a new page. And a new world. I got a new world from doing that?
Then we escape back here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's see. My friend
Sweet.
Sinbad might be able to share some of his worldly knowledge.
It's
with
fucking Sin. Is it Knuckles?
So, where is he?
you. Well, according to rumor, he was fighting some pirates when he was taken away by the roof.
The roof?
Okay.
It's a giant bird. Well, not exactly a bird. It's more like a living fossil.
Huh. Well, okay. So then where is this, bird thing?
What is going on?
I think the roof locks someplace out in the skies to the west.
The skies, huh? Okay. Hey, Shara!
Make me fly!
Oh, Master, what is thy wish?
We need that magic carpet.
Oh shit.
We've got ourselves a roof
The
to
magic
track down.
carpeting. Bye, Tails. What the fuck is going on? Was I supposed to do everything in Sand Oasis? Yeah, I'm in Levitated Ruin now. Oh, yeah, that's fine, Sinbad. I'm so confused. I'm very confused. I did the thing. Like, I don't really want to try and beat it to the goal again. Alright, well, I didn't expect to come here immediately to Levitated Ruin. Maybe I'll continue this tomorrow. I am pretty tired from today, and I will definitely try and figure out what the fuck the point of this game is. Just to figure out, like, what I'm actually supposed to accomplish here. Like, yeah, if I did Lost Prologue and I went all the way down to, like, paragraph 9 and 10, I'd learn how to use it. But look, 10 rings using backstep, that's pretty easy, I would believe. I hope. This is, like, advanced tutorial shit. I want to try and do this one.
3,
Learn.
2, 1.
If you quickly press and release the 2 button while moving backwards, you can leap back quickly.
Yes, I can. Oh, do I have to get all of... Oh, okay. I gotta lock the fuck in. Hello? Do I have to collect coins? Rings? Do I have to collect rings with this?
3, 2, 1.
If you quickly press
Yeah.
and release the 2 button while moving backwards, you can leap back quickly.
Yes, I do. This is gonna be very difficult. Alright. Can I just go back, like, really slowly? Alright. I locked the fuck in! Let's go! Alright.
No problem.
Is that it? Like, what an easy mission. Tutorial missions, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna finish here today because I don't like this game and I don't understand why anybody would like this game. I also don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've got pages apparently. Am I in, like, what the fuck? What? Get a gold medal in a mission. There's no way that's happening at all. Chapter 8? What do you mean? What? Oh, no, these aren't chapters of the game. These are just, like, random fucking shit. Okay, but I'm definitely... clear a certain mission. Yeah, okay, I do have to clear certain missions in order to progress. I see. But I am definitely halfway. There is definitely halfway. Or is it? Because these are also missions that I have to accomplish. That's, the opening. We'll find out. I think. I worry about this. I'll figure it out. I think I will try and figure out what to actually do in this game, but I will be back tomorrow for more secret rings. Because this game's crazy. I don't really get this game. But, yeah. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And I will figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to find these other rings. Bye-bye!